Hi everybody, this video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here is her story. Hi Ollie, I really love your videos. You really tell it like it is. Please do not use my name in a video, and I will conceal the identities of others myself in the story. I just sent you a donation in PayPal. I know it isn't much. I hope it doesn't insult you. I wish I could I wish I could send more if I could, believe me. It's fine, don't worry about it. I couldn't possibly tell you everything in an email. I was raised by a narcissistic mother and a father, and my father wasn't much better, being the violent enforcer for her. I went no contact many years ago because of their horrible treatment of me and my husband and two children. I have one sister, the golden child, and when my father died recently, I found out that I was not to get any inheritance, even though after I found out my mother died, I did reestablish contact with him, and I had thought there had been healing. You are never gonna win out on a will with a narcissist. You're just not. I mean, we've heard that time and time again. He did, however, include my two children in his will, and my sister, of course. My sister and her husband, and all the folks in their circle knew this and no one told me at the funeral, and went behind my back in a sneaky and dishonest way to establish contact with my two grown children and to get the inheritance to them. In a letter to each of them, my sister wrote that they needed their private contact information for security purposes, as if I would steal it or something. And they were all hypocrites, say nothing, because my father was the head guy in their religion. The whole reason I broke contact with these people is because I wanted to protect my children from what was becoming a continuance of the toxicity to them. I did this after my husband died years ago, and they didn't come to his funeral and never offered to drop a drop of kindness or assistance. And believe me, it got a whole lot worse from there. But that's not why I'm writing. I'm giving you some background so that you could see how I am vulnerable to narcissistic abuse. I have made my mistakes in life, not the least of which is many relationships with abusive people. If I really wanted to stop, and I want to know I really wanted to stop, and I want to know what to do to be safe from this stuff. I have moved to a new town after such a relationship and was quickly targeted again. In the beginning, I was romanced and flattered and pampered, then, well, it changed. Thank God, at least I had the sense to end it before moving in together. This individual was a member of a recovery community that had many years in alleged sobriety, also working in that field. The fact is that when I broke it off, they were able to steadily convince everyone that they were somehow the victim and I was a bad person. Every friend I tried to make was systematically targeted and worked on until they were convinced I was bad. Meanwhile, I was being stalked in the community and I believe online. You know the deal, hang up calls, etc. How someone can convince anyone who comes to your place for meals, asks you for advice, is a bad person is beyond me. So finally, I decided to leave that recovery community and tried to move on. I have been almost alone ever since. I'm in my 50s. I am disabled and have no car. I go to nearby food pantry regularly to see people and get food. It has been hard to trust anyone, but it helps to see people, even if it doesn't go very deep. Anyway, this individual had followed me there, even though they have a good job and don't need food assistance, as well as having others spy on me. And so I made a major effort to vary the times when I go, the days, and try to exit calmly should they arrive, which happened regularly, but not so much so that I couldn't manage. I also learned not to give any tasty information about my life to old shared friends. I know this sounds unbelievable. This person is quite good at what they do. However, now this behavior appears to be escalating, and they are there every day now for a week and actively come up to me smirking, ignoring, walking away, and turning my back have not stopped this. I know that this person knows I don't want any contact, as I said so multiple times in 2 years since I broke it off. I did speak to the director of the pantry today and was told to tell the person to give me personal space, and that if this was not respected, that I would be informing the director, and if it continued, it would be escorted off the premises. This individual at one point had sought inpatient psychiatric care because of homicidal urges towards an ex. I know what is being done is an attempt to intimidate me, and intimidate me, isolate me further, and to perhaps make me look crazy or bad at the pantry. The individual is also quite aware of many details of my history, my financial vulnerability, and my disability. I am worried that this may be a setup. This pantry is the only social contact I have in this town. I do not have the ability to leave. I am also very aware of what they might do if they think I have made them look bad. I am quite scared. Am I overreacting? Yeah, you're overreacting. These people are a joke. I had hoped that my father had left me a little bit. I could have left, tried to start over. I'm glad that my two children got a little bit of help, since I have almost nothing. I am really devastated and I don't know what to do. And I certainly feel quite bad and crazy, even at times. I wish I could be left alone. Once in a while, when there's a bit of a reprieve, I do have things I try to work on and enjoy and embarrass. Any advice or insight you may have would be appreciated. Thank you, Ollie. Obviously, there is a lot more I could say, but that's probably enough. I hope you're feeling better after that Father's Day fiasco. Believe me, I understand. Anonymous. I really wish some of you wouldn't change the names of these people, because it is that narcissistic fear that makes you afraid of exposing them. When they're standing in front of you in this pantry, you need to stand there and be like, what are you doing right now? Do you think you're intimidating me? You're not. I know what you're doing. Everything that comes out of your mouth is a lie. Ask them when they smirk, what are you laughing about exactly? What is so funny about standing in a food pantry? Do you think you have something on me? Do you think I don't know what you're doing right now? And you got to stand there and you got to say it calmly. And don't argue anything. What is so funny? Please tell everybody what is so funny that you're smirking right now. Why are you talking to me when you know I don't want anything to do with you? So why are you standing right now in front of me? You need to call them out, because it's your silence the narcissist depends on. It's your silence. If they're doing it, call them out right there. Right there. What are you laughing about? Why are you talking to me right now? Why are you standing in front of me right now when I have made it clear I want nothing to do with you? Please explain it to everybody what you're doing right now. And then you turn around and you walk away and leave him standing there with everybody staring at him. And you know what's going to happen? I guarantee you, he's going to slink away and he's not going to go back, because you're going to pull his supply. He is going to badmouth you and talk bad about you no matter what you do. You might as well stand up for yourself so you're not a target. You say what you need to say and you walk away. I want nothing to do with you. Why are you standing here? And then you turn and you walk away. And then he's going to be standing in the middle of the floor looking like an idiot. It's your fear that the narcissist depends on. It's your fear that keeps them doing what they were doing. And as far as you being cut out of the will, this is why I want to go where I want to go with this channel, where I can start going to these narcissists and these stories. Be like, you cut your sister out of the will. Like, well, what is this? You went behind your sister's back to get to her children to give them money, which I guess they didn't share with you either. So that should tell you something as well. I don't know. I don't want to profess to know what the relationship with your children are, but their mom's at a food pantry and they're taking an inheritance that should have been yours. Your silence and you not exposing these people, and not only you who wrote this letter, all of you, a lot of times, and I understand why a lot of times you want to stay anonymous, but again, a lot of times staying anonymous, you hurt yourselves. Because what does the narcissist fear most? Being exposed publicly. They are depending on your silence, and that's why they do it. Stop giving these people cover. Do not give cover to the pantry that allows it. We're not the only ones that can be shamed and embarrassed. You know that? The narcissist can. That's why they're narcissists. That's why they do their tactics, to avoid the shame and the embarrassment of their own behaviors. This happens to you again, you call them out right on the floor, calmly, and then you walk away. And you make sure other people are around, and when you walk away, everybody's left standing, staring at him. And I guarantee you, he will disappear. I hope that helps. Thank you for your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or comments in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you know what to do with the PayPal link. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.